All right, Sean Penn, when he ain't fucking Madonna and punching people, he's out directing movies.
Oh,
Well, when he's not doing that, he's being way too serious and defending Jude Law.
I know, boy. He's intense, man. That dude is like, is he happy at all?
Wait, you go for defending Jude Law and not Saddam Hussein?
What?
I don't care what the hell he talks about. I just want to see his damn movies. I don't care if Mel Gibson gets drunk and talks crap about Jews. I don't care about any of that. Just show me the damn movies and shut the hell up. I don't read the gossip rags. I go to the theater and watch great fucking movies like this.
Okay, so apparently you liked it.
Oh, man. Into the Wild?
Did you know that Sean Penn killed 5 Jews?
Well,
Do you still like this movie?
As long as he did it to make this movie. And
Okay.
it was necessary. You know, I mean, the ASPA could come in and say, oh my God, he killed all these animals making this movie. I'd be like, so what? They needed to die for the film. This is worth it.
Damn.
Yeah, Sean Penn killed 5 Jews while making a film starring Emil Hirsch.
Hey, Emil Hirsch
It
is
doesn't
dead.
get more middle American than that.
Emil Hirsch died for that movie.
You know, he died during your interview with him. I saw it.
I know, man. He's a little kid. Why are you going to do that to him?
So Into the Wild is no, you know, it's one of those movies. Now, I don't think first of all, what'd you think? I'm gonna go through some real quick. Leon, what'd you think?
What I thought was, I liked this movie up until about halfway, and then I started to love this movie.
Okay, and Carlisle?
I dug the hell out of it. In fact, I almost wanted to sing along every time Eddie Vedder came in to go, yeah.
No, Eddie Vedder singing like somebody got a gun to his head, making him sing the greatest adventure.
Eddie Vedder's like, I'm going to be one of the greatest artists of my time, whether you like it or not.
know.
Since we're talking about Eddie Vedder, did it not give you that whole vibe of movies like from the late 60s, early 70s where they'd get like John Denver to do the whole soundtrack or something
Oh, it
like
totally
that?
had that vibe.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
had
that
like
was the
the-
whole thing. It was a whole, like, you know, kind of 60s throwback to Jack Kerouac. You know,
Oh, yeah. Easy
Are the,
Rider.
getting back to nature.
Or the Muppet movie where they had, you know,
There was that, too.
Because it's a road movie?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, come on.
But okay, now here's the
right along, footloose and fancy.
but I did not love this movie, but it is a very well made movie, and it's a movie where when I watched it, I was kind of going back and forth on it because the movie made me mad. In fact, when you remember I called you up and I was like, man, fuck this movie, this dude, and I realized what it was. I was like, I was mad at this guy. Because look, let me tell you what the story is first of all. So, what's it, Michael Candelas, whatever? What's his kid's name? That is
His
based
name
on?
is White Ivy League Jackass.
Yes, I'll take that.
Yeah,
And
Chris McCann.
Chris McCandless. Yeah, this dude, I don't know what his deal was. Okay, maybe he had a bad life. Maybe his home life wasn't that good. His father was a little overbearing.
Dude, the thing is that he was a typical rich white kid who didn't appreciate what he had.
Yeah,
sure. His parents weren't perfect, you know. He says,
But he had
his
a good
father was
life.
abusive, but his father wasn't beating him.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, so he gets this naive idea to go out and live with nature, just drop every material thing he has, his identity, his social security number. He burns money, and then he goes to live in the most. Hold on, he goes to live in the most remote part of Alaska where nobody can talk to him when he gets in trouble. So-
Yeah, I hate to be all John Travolta about it, but we have a word for that. It's called bum. All right?
That's what you wanted to interrupt me for. No, but you're right. This kid, I mean, he wanted to go out and be just a bum, and you know, and actually, bum is the wrong word. He really did want to go back to nature thing, and when he did it, he was like, oh shit, this ain't what I thought it was.
No, it's not as simple as he just wants to go back to nature. This is one of these kids who spent his life with his head in books, like Thoreau and people like that. All these writers who are like, blah, 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 man is bad, society is bad, nature is good, blah, blah. He must have missed the part where it said nature is good and it should probably eat and destroy man. He obviously didn't get that far.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, he wants to turn his back on society, and it's like, hey, there's a reason we built society. We used to live out there. We stopped doing that because it was fucking dangerous.
Yeah,
we
it
got killed
sucked.
doing that.
Yeah,
It sucked
no.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why we have buildings, because it keeps us from dying and freezing to death, and you know, and getting attacked by animals.
I hate to get all racial with this, but if you're black, you will have a hard time understanding what this guy's motivation is at all. You just scratch your head like, fool, what is your goddamn problem?
Well, and Emil Hirsch, who plays this kid in the movie, it does a great job. I mean, the kid's only 22. Wonderful performance by him. In fact, he runs into all kind of actors in the movie and actresses that give great performances. And but when you watch this, you're going to get frustrated, but at the same time, you're going to realize you're going to be talking about this kid for a long time when you leave the theater.
Well, it's like the movie version of Grizzly Man almost, about a guy, really wanting to get back to nature and things just not working out, as well as he hoped. But it is one of these things where, like, I was so frustrated with this guy and not even liking him. But as he went along, he was almost like Forrest Gump, and that he touched the lives of so many people that you start to like him in spite of himself.
Except Forrest Gump was a little smarter than he was, if you ask me. And that dude in Grizzly Man, this kid, I can kind of meet him halfway and saying he's still a kid. So, lesson learned a little too late, but he was still 22. That fool in Grizzly Man's a grown-ass man fucking with bears, Come on.
This kid is not an idiot, though. Don't make that mistake. He's not. He's actually real wise. He just has this one giant blinder on about the whole Alaska. And everyone in the whole movie, he meets all these great people who fulfill. It's like God is saying to him, well, we know you had some things you didn't like. Well, how about this? How'd this go? He hands him stuff. And he's like, no, that's great. I appreciate it and all. But fuck you, Alaska.
I know.
And it's like the old joke of the dude sitting on top of the hill while the floodwaters rise. And everyone comes by with the boats. They're like, you want to get on? No. And he dies anyway. And God says, he says to God, what the hell? Why did you kill me? I thought you were going to save me. He's like, I sent you 3 boats, motherfucker.
I know you itching to say something. What's your insight? No, I'm being serious. I want to hear what you have to say.
No, I mean, I loved the movie. I had nothing.
Typical Carlisle fashion, boy.
No, I mean, he's a dumbass, and you're watching it, and you're like, oh man, this guy's a dumbass. But at the same time, this movie actually gets in tune with everything that you saw in the 60s and 70s that they were trying to get at. Mm-hmm. It's like Billy Jack. If Billy Jack was a pussy and got his ass whooped at the end, that's what this movie felt. It was all that stuff that they were like, man, you got to just get with nature and you got to turn off everything else. You just got to go out and be with the kids in the wild.
Yeah,
and you really kind of feel that, and you get that feeling, and you're like, wow, this really feels like Americana.
Yeah.
This is and let's face it, this is Sean Penn's best movie.
Yeah, no, you're right. And the thing is, everybody's talking about Mother Nature. Mother Nature's a bitch, boy. Mother Nature ain't kind at all. And you're right, Sean Penn's direction now. I don't know. Have I seen any more Sean Penn movies?
Oh yeah, you've seen several.
Yeah, was
Mystic River.
Oh, Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about directed.
Yeah, he directed.
Clint Eastwood directed.
Mystic River.
Okay.
What the hell y'all talking about? Oh yeah, Corey, you
Dead Man Walking? Was that him?
No,
that wasn't
he
him.
was in that one.
Wait, well, what was the one with Kevin Bacon?
Peepers or whatever. What was it called?
No, I thought it was Dead Man. I thought
the
directed
biggest
Dead
thing
Man
that Sean
Walking.
Penn did that everyone that you guys may have seen was
All the President's Men. What the fuck was that damn movie?
Anyway, let me just go. Okay,
Do you know what it is?
No, I know the one that he did that everyone really loves is The Crossing Guard. He also did The Indian Runner.
Okay.
He's done a couple, but most of them have been stuff where it's like, oh, that was directed by Sean Penn. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't see that one. He did a whole series of those. This is his first really great one that people are gonna resonate with.
No, I think it's funny because I think it's a greatly directed movie, except for maybe 4 or 5 spots where it feels like he's using these visual tricks that feel like a music video to me.
I loved that stuff. That's the stuff where he's kind of channeling Soderbergh, and he's kind of he's really taking a tip from Soderbergh, and he's using different kinds